Good morning, Monday morning, heading now to Jerusalem to meet several interesting people. I actually was not sure if I should bring the camera along today because there are going to be several secretive, off-the-record meetings. But I am meeting with a friend for lunch at Harveys Smokehouse, David Melamed, and then an investor meeting with a friend from LA, Hiri Tasami, who is looking to deploy capital into Israel. We met a couple of years ago, and I've been sending him deals since then. It's going to be a couple-hour meeting. And let's just say I'll be joining him in an official capacity to help him deploy capital into Israel. So there'll be some interesting discussions. Not sure how much I can get on camera, how much not. I also did bring my drone. Maybe there'll be some droning opportunities in between meetings. So all in all, it's going to be a great day in Jerusalem. Very excited about it. Here we go. On my way to Jerusalem, I took the scenic route. I just pulled off the highway right here because I absolutely 100% must drone. Are you ready for this? I am firing up the drone right now. I'm gonna be late because I gotta do this. It's just too pretty. Made it to Jerusalem to the folks' house. Say hello to my pops. Say hello to the vlog.
Hi.
Very talkative. All right, let's see what we have in the kitchen here. We got something. A little something here. Check this out. That right there, SodaStream. SodaStream, just acquired for $3.2 billion. PepsiCo acquires SodaStream. Breaking news. Super cool. How long have you had SodaStream for?
Oh, it must be at least 10 years.
10 years. Israeli company, $3.2 billion. It's a good morning in Israel. Leaving the folks' house now, heading to Harveys Smokehouse. Just wanted to share one thought. Their internet in their house, while totally normal DSL speed, is obviously a fraction of the internet that I have in my house because, you know, I need to upload these vlogs, and I just spent the last hour and a half uploading the vlog to Facebook, and it still isn't uploaded. All I have to say is, no internet is better than slow internet. That's all I have to say about that. Heading to Harveys Smokehouse now. Harvey here.
Hey.
I thought he wasn't going to be in today. All right, go do your thing, man. Talk to you later. We are just finishing up our Harvey Smokehouse feast. How's the food, guys?
It was amazing. Really, really good.
What did we eat today?
Brisket, ribs, wings, popcorn chicken.
Burnt ends, baby.
Yeah, burnt ends are amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Who are you? What's your name?
David Melamed.
How long do we know each other?
Several years now.
Several years. What do you do real quick?
Search engine marketing.
Love it. Who are you? Who's that good-looking guy at the end there?
I'm Sam Malamed, Dave's older brother.
Claim to fame. Awesome. So I'm gonna do a little something that I genuinely despise what others do, but I'm gonna do it right now. A little self-promotion because you touched my heart. Because, you know, oftentimes on the internet, I do things, we all do things, we don't really know the ripples. We know there are ripples, we don't know the effects. Well, you said something to me. Repeat what you said.
Well, just that when I see Hillel Giving and I see that there's a clear path where you plant these seeds and they start, I guess, producing fruit, it inspires me to want to give. And I think that that's really the greatest joy in life is when you not just give, but you also inspire other people to give because you create these compounding effects, like interest compounding. And so I just wanted Hillel to know that I'm very appreciative because I'm seeing good things in my life because he inspired me to give to others without expecting anything in return.
I guess I'm not stopping then. No, but seriously though, the truth is, again, it's very hard to quantify. It's very hard to, you know, get tangible feedback on things that I do. But when I hear things like that, and I get messages like I got this morning and I posted on Facebook, just amazing, you know, random people who I don't even know just write me, you know, I follow your work and inspires. That to me is kind of the biggest drive for doing what I do. So I appreciate that. We could make this our meeting place every time we come back to Israel because this place is kind of awesome. awesome. What do you do real quick, by the way? Just 2 seconds on you.
I run a couple of insurance companies in the States, based in Washington, D.C.
By the way, do you notice the food coma that we're all in right now? We're all like super low energy. Anyway, guys, this was a lot of fun. I'm running to my next meeting. Fantastic to meet you. Fantastic to meet you again.
Likewise.
We'll do it again soon.
All right, awesome.
Okay, guys. All right. So this was a super spontaneous meeting. I thought I was gonna have a very light day today, but turns out I'm having a lot of meetings that were not planned. So this is one of those. But a meeting with Mr. Shawn Lewin is always a pleasure. This is your second time on the vlog, third time on the vlog? So
Second.
There was the cigar event that you were at. So that was like sort of kinda. This is your second interview on the vlog.
Nice. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Real quick, super quick. Give me your background. Who are you? What's your story? Where are you from? Talk to me.
Sure. Absolutely. So my name is Shawn Lewin. I am from Jerusalem, and I
Originally, where are you from?
am born and raised here in Jerusalem.
Where's your family from?
Family's from the States. Spent a couple of years in San Francisco. I led the growth for Nexar there when they were getting
Super hot
started.
company.
Absolutely. In the auto space.
How old are you?
28.
28 years old, you led growth for Nexar. That in and of itself, right there. So you also had your own startup several years ago,
Yes.
which was
My leg.
hardware, software. I mean, you, like you said before, you went through business school. It was awesome.
Yep.
We're going to leave that
listen.
aside for right now because I want to talk about what you're doing now. You have a new company.
Yes.
Called?
Enquota.
Website?
Enquota.com.
Love it. ENQUOTA.
.com.
Booyah. Okay.
Yep.
What is Enquota?
So Enquota is an end-to-end lead generation and meeting setting platform. So our clients come to us and define the target market they're after. We then go and generate the exact leads that they're looking for, create this whole package of personalized messaging to them, and then our system goes and has an automated conversation back and forth with their leads and books warm sales meeting for their team.
So would it be offensive I called it a bot?
No, it's a bot via email, but that's a very small component of the stack.
So let me dumb it down, if I may.
Sure.
95% of the, let's call it sales process, or SDR, is communication, is emails back and forth. 95% of it can be automated
Yeah.
without sacrificing quality.
Exactly. So people hire an SDR in order to call, email, reach out to companies. Our system is like 100 SDRs working for you in the background, building pipeline for your sales team to close.
Okay. Here's what I love about what you're doing. Besides the fact that you're doing incredibly well, you're growing it, you're paying customers, all that jazz. You could raise money right now. You have revenue, nice revenue, it's growing, you have, like I said, paying customers, and you have inbound, you've built yourself a funnel, all's going well. You could raise money right now. And yet?
Probably. Yeah, so we're a bootstrap company. We started this just over a year ago, and our philosophy was to first build a product that people want and get people paying for, which we do, and scale that. And at the point where when there's more product market fit, more clients, and we're ready to scale, then we can go big.
In other words, if I translate your words, I'll just say this. You are a company that's growing and can raise money, and you are making a conscious decision to not raise money, but rather focus on growth, focus on execution, and when the time is right and you want to enter, let's call it hyper growth, and you want to enter the scaling stage, like big scale, then you'll raise money.
Yeah, we think money doesn't solve all of your problems. It gives you more fuel to do things, grow faster. But if
It also creates more problems.
it does create a process, you start hiring people. Instead of spending your day talking to customers, you're dealing with your HR and with your lawyers, and not focus on what matters.
I always say when startups announce a funding, like a raise on Facebook, everyone's like, congrats, congrats, congrats. I feel like saying in the comments, why are you congratulating? You just gave away half his company. Like, congrats if you can scale a company without raising money. That's congrats, and there are very few companies like that in Israel or even in the world. Like, bootstrap companies are pretty rare. There are several of them, but the point is, what you're doing right now, kind of fighting I don't even know if you have a temptation, but if I was an entrepreneur and I was building something, I would have a temptation to raise money and get some oxygen. So you're fighting that temptation to focus 100%. And you don't, by the way, you're also a young married guy. You have expenses. It's not like the money wouldn't help you live life more comfortably. I'm sure you have temptation.
Sure.
And yet you're fighting that to focus 100% on execution, on growth, and that to me is the most impressive part of this entire thing that you're doing.
Yeah. Also, the threshold today of raising, everybody can bootstrap, and everybody does bootstrap a little. They get a few pilot customers. But especially when you're in a competitive space, the sales space, there's hundreds, thousands of startups doing different things. To just understand as a company what you're doing, when you get a little bit of track record with 10, 20 customers, then you can understand a lot better what your product market is.
Love it.
And go from there.
Love it. All right, so let's just end this with one call to action. Who's your target and what is your pitch? If someone's watching this and they're your target, who is your target and what's your pitch? Hit me, hit the camera.
Yeah, absolutely. So our sweet spot is what we call SMB or mid-market companies, small size, probably up to 50 employees, who are just starting their sales journey and they need pipeline. And we specialize in doing a whole end-to-end solution of going to find your customers and then delivering warm potential customers to you.
Love it. If someone's watching this and they want to reach out, what's the best way to contact you?
Yeah, absolutely. Would love to. My email is Shawn, SEAN, @nquota.com. Reach out and I'd love to discuss your growth. See how
In
we can
addition
help.
to that, if you're an entrepreneur who wants to learn how to scale businesses, he's 28 years old, he's already done it several times. He's built big companies, he's built his own startup twice now. So reach out to the guy. You're open to meeting people. I don't even have to ask. I know you are. All right, man. Fantastic. Always a pleasure. And I'm looking forward to the next meeting. Always. Oh my God. Is that what the cool kids do now? Can you do that again? Can you do that
Slow motion?
Oh, slow motion. It's not slow motion. All right, man. Thanks again. We'll talk again soon.
Awesome.
Talk about parking. This guy's a pro. I don't know how he's gonna. Oh, don't kill my car, man. At the David Citadel Hotel in Jerusalem, one of my favorite hotels, a beautiful place, meeting investors from LA and several startups, including YouMove and Zuta Labs, heading up to the lobby now. Just finishing up a meeting with these good-looking people behind me. Hey, who are you guys?
Good.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Look at this white. You could pull it out.
Yuri Adesami, Los Angeles, California.
You're rocking the white, man. Who's this good-looking guy behind me? Who are you?
Hey, hi, I'm Jonah Adesami, Yuri's son.
How are those startups we just looked at?
Incredible, honestly, blew my mind away.
YouMove and Zuta Labs, two incredible Jerusalem-based companies. And now we're going to eat. Hey, Avi, where are you at?
And this guy is so well known and well connected. It's
Here's my car.
crazy.
Oh, we're going to eat. Let's go eat. This is Music Square behind me. See the umbrellas? We're going to Violin in the Square, loosely translated from Kinor Bakikar. One of my favorite restaurants in Jerusalem, French cuisine. Love this place. And just generally, best vibe in all of Jerusalem, this Music Square here. So Hiri's wife called from the restaurant and said there's an event going on and they cannot get us a table. So I said, screw that. Came to the restaurant here, and because I eat here all the time, they're like, hells yeah, you have a table. So they hooked us up. Look how beautiful this place is. Dinner is served. First of all, we are finishing a 4-hour meeting. How long was that meeting from the beginning?
4 hours.
4 hours. And we topped it off with a ridiculous steak, which you guys just saw. How was that steak?
It was incredible.
Outrageous.
Honestly, one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life.
Outrageous. All right, so I would say our brains are now at what, like 30% capacity? Something like that. I don't know about
At most.
I'm in total food coma, but let's try to give a little context here.
But
Who
you
are
know, this is not fair. You ask me questions, but my brain is almost like at a hibernation level.
I promise you we'll do a follow-up next time, but I had to get you on camera
You got
because I'm a big fan. So what's your name? Who are you?
My name is Hiri Adesami. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm here to hang around with this guy.
Hanging out with some family. All right, so give me some background. What's your story?
I was born in Iran. I left Iran due to the revolution when I was 12 years old. Went to Washington, D.C.
Words you never heard on the vlog before, yes?
Went to Washington, D.C., went to Georgetown University, then moved to California, went to USC Dental School, and got my degree in advanced and surgical endodontics. And I've been practicing as an endodontist since I was 26 years old. At the time when I became an endodontist, I was the youngest endodontist in the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel surprises, dude.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I've been practicing for almost 28 years, but I've had an entrepreneurial streak in me, and I love Israel, and I want to support the entrepreneurs of Israel. So that's why I met this guy. Got me into a lot of trouble.
Here's the background. I talk about this all the time. Your son, who's sitting behind the camera over there, knows this. He follows me. He knows I talk about this all the time, right? Never, ever refuse the opportunity to meet someone. What do I mean? You don't know the backstory, but Avi and I went to camp together probably 25 years ago. He reaches out to me, I don't know whatever, let's call it 8 months ago, and he's like, listen, I have a friend who's coming to Israel, he wants to meet, blah, 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 wants to meet cool entrepreneurs, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm so busy right now. Like, I have nothing to gain from this.
The last thing I need is a Persian dentist.
Well, he didn't tell me that, but the point is, I was like, you know what? You never refuse the opportunity to meet a smart person. He said you're a good person. I'm like, all right. I picked up, came to Jerusalem, middle of the week, basically took a day off, came in there, met you, fell in love with you, your philosophy, just the way you conduct yourself right away, and we've been in touch ever since. And basically, at the time, you said just send me cool deals. I want to invest and bring some friends to invest in this. We did, but this turned into something else. And now you're actually putting together a real group of investors, which I am fortunate to be a part of. Not as an investor, because I don't have money to invest yet.
But you're a part of the team.
So together, hopefully, we're going to bring some capital to Israel. And really, like you said to me many times, a lot of these investors on this team are people that just genuinely love Israel. They love Israel. They want to make their returns, but they're less concerned with making returns. They're more concerned with helping Israel. If they can invest in innovative companies and make returns, all the better.
Correct.
But they love Israel, and I love that. So, this is the intersection of technology and Israel. It's my favorite passion, my two biggest passions. So for me, it's a big honor to be a part of this. The bottom line is, as I said, we finished a ridiculous feast just now, but there was no way I was not getting you on camera.
Thank you.
You're going to be hearing a lot more of this guy soon. We're going to share the website at a different time, or I think we're ready to share it now.
Whatever you want. The one thing I want to just share before most of my investors have told me straight up that, it's perhaps as easy, if not easier, to make the same amount of return in the United States.
Interesting.
But it's Israel.
Love it. You had me at a
home. It's home. And even if they make a little bit less of a return, because it's in the state of Israel, the return is immeasurable.
Love that. Absolutely love that. We're going to do good stuff together, I'm sure, for the long term, and we can make this our meeting place every time.
You got it.
I'm
down.
All right, man. Anyway,
thanks a lot.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to doing good stuff for the state of Israel and for technology as a whole.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. So before we actually call it a day, because today was an insane day, I actually wanted to just mention, what's the name of this group you're putting together?
The name of the group is called Israel Investment Fund Group. It's based in Los Angeles, and it will invest solely in Israeli assets.
And you have some incredible people on the team also, but that's for maybe for our next interview. What's the website if people want to hear more?
www.iifg.com.
Check it out, guys. It's right there. I'm going to call it a day. Fantastic to hang out. Looking forward to our next meeting.
Thank you very much.
See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.